My name is Rita, and I've come to return all glory back to God. Here is my younger sister, Ibere. We want to thank God for remembering our family through the Commanding the Day Midnight Prayer on the 22nd of September. Our word came through the mouth of the servant of God, our senior pastor, and he said that he's taking authority against every household wickedness. He's also taking authority against every competitive wickedness. That kind that made Cain to kill his brother. He took authority against every penalty and fine that we are not meant to pay. And he also took authority against the spirit of untimely death. This declarations were accurate. We've experienced series of deaths in my father's house. And then this year, April, we lost one person, and then August 20th, we lost our only brother. And when this particular one happened, this brought so much fear into the family, and then it was as if everyone was going to lose their life. We're having this heaviness of heart. My mom and the rest of us were having so much attack. And then it was in this point that our word came from the mouth of his servant declaring against death and all manners. And then on that particular night that the declaration came forth, my mom had a dream that she saw herself in a cave that was so dark, and she saw some other persons there. They were just moving up and down. And then she tried to find her way out of the cave. And when she came out, she remembered she left her handbag. She went back to pick her handbag only to find my own father sitting down there. And my father too has experienced battles of attack and death too, but God has preserved him. So immediately my father asked her for a key. In that cave, there is a cupboard there where people that are caged there, they also keep their things in that cupboard. So my father asked for a key. When he opened the cupboard where their own properties were kept, they picked their things, and both of them came out. And she said she also saw my dead brother in that cage, but she just left the cage with my father. When they came out, they changed they saw that they were putting on rags, she and my dad. So they changed their rag, they wore a new garment. And then that night, she told us that since she has not been able to sleep, but with that declaration and that encounter, she has been able to sleep. And then that penalty that he spoke about is a deity in my father's house that is making demand that it should be served. And we said we've chosen somebody, the person we want to serve, which is our master Jesus. We don't have any other person to serve. So this deity called in Gelocha, it afflicts people with untimely death. It afflicts people with poverty, chronic singleness. No matter the height you get to, it will just suddenly crash the person down. And our word came that he took authority against that penalty of death, poverty, chronic singleness. And that he finally took authority against the spirit of death. My sister here had an encounter where she saw the senior pastor making brutal declaration, telling her that every recurrent occurrences, he took over that occurrences, that it will never happen again. And he also took authority against 3 women. I don't know who they are, but senior pastor took authority against them. And with this word, the spirit of death, the fear we had in us has been checked back, because I saw my brother, my late brother, trying to drag me. He was forcing me to come to his side, but thank God that I was able to drag myself away from him. We've come to return all glory back to God, because we believe that by this accurate word of prophecy, our deliverance has come. Praise the Lord.
Now, that word wasn't just accurate. God's servant, the senior pastor, mentioned their surname, Okori, just like you hear in the declaration. MCR, please, can we have that word?
Dental condition has just been healed. I see an OK name. It's an Igbo name. Not the way Okori, Okoli, Okechukwu. That OK name, OK, is the beginning of it. Today I pray and prophesy upon your life. I declare that the household wickedness and witchcraft from your household, their power is broken right now. The spirit of envy and competitive jealousy, the kind of spirit that made Cain to kill Abel,